Hi there, Mr. Jones here again. So we're looking at the second tutorial in this series, focusing specifically on Google Chrome. At the back end of the last tutorial, I took you through the steps of adding your account to Google Chrome and logging into your account. And as I said at the end of that tutorial, you would have to enter your password. Now, I just wanted to recap and make sure that it's really clear that the password that you use to log into the school computers is exactly the same password that you would use to log into Google Chrome. Everything is all linked, and that is the beauty of using the G Suite. So you should be, if everything's gone according to plan, at this stage where you've got yourself logged into Google Chrome. And as I mentioned in the previous tutorial, it will probably take the first initial from your name and put it into a little circle, a little colored circle. In this instance, I went ahead and I created an example account, Barlby High pupil, so that I can illustrate exactly what it's going to look like as you're working through the tutorial. So everything will look exactly the same. You won't have any of the clutter that was on my browser when I showed you the first video. This is exactly how it will look as you're working through this. So the first thing I wanted to just show you is really just talking you through some of the main controls on Google Chrome and how you can access really quickly some of the important tools that are going to help you with your studies going forward. So the first thing I wanted to point out to you is up in the top right hand corner, near where we were working in the last tutorial, just below that you can see there's a little button there, and I've just hovered my mouse over the top of that. It says Google Apps. Now, these are all applications, little bits of software that you can access because you've got a Gmail account through school, and all of these have some free functionality. The first thing I want to point out to you is the Gmail. That is your school email. If you click on that, it'll redirect you to your Gmail inbox, as it's doing now. And in here, you can access communication to all of your peers, and also you can communicate with the teachers. And you can also add things like calendar entries, which is quite a useful tool if you wanted to set yourself a reminder for something. Say there's an assignment that's due in or some coursework that you're working on, you can actually set yourself a reminder on there, and it will pop up and tell you that it's due. So just a little tool there that's quite helpful. Going back to the Google Apps button, there are some other useful things here, and I just wanted to point out these particular tools for this tutorial just to give you an idea of some of the things that you'll be able to start using. One really cool thing is Google Drive. Google Drive effectively is like having a hard drive that is accessible from wherever you are without having to plug anything in. The beauty of it is you can work on a Docs document and get so far with it, but then maybe run out of time, or you need to do some further work on it later on. And you can log into any Google Chrome on any device. That could be an iPad, it could be a mobile phone, it could be the school's computers, or it could be your computer at home. And you'll be able to pick up from where you left off, which I think is quite a powerful tool. Now, it does work seamlessly with the Microsoft Office suite. So anything that you're doing in Docs, when you save it, if you wanted to open it up in Word on one of the school computers, you could do that. There would be absolutely no problem. Occasionally, there are some formatting issues where a title might not look exactly the same, or the way that the lines are spaced is slightly different. But most often, it works quite well. So in your Google Drive, you can start creating folders that help you stay organized, or you can create a document that you then may want to share with either another pupil or with a teacher. So for example, if you're working on coursework and you need to do 150 words outlining your intentions for a specific assignment brief, you could create a Word doc and type up your assignment brief. And then when you're happy with where the document is at, you can then directly share that document with another pupil, or in this case, you'd probably want to share it with a teacher. So in here, lag there, assignment info. You can have this document started. And then if you click the share button in the top corner, name before sharing. So it's going to ask you what you want to save the document as if you haven't already saved it. So we'll call it assignment info. And then it's going to come up with a little box where you can either create a link so that you could copy and paste that link into an email or onto another document that you wanted to share with somebody else, or you can email direct link to another person. So if I was to share this with myself, which is a bit weird, but I'll go ahead and do that anyway, at bhs.hlt Academy. What that's going to do is it's going to send an email, and I can even put a message within that just saying, hi, sir, this is my assignment. Type in too quick for my brain to keep up. And then send. What that will do is it will send an email to my inbox, and I will be able to start collaborating with you on that document. The beauty of that is if I want to get some feedback from a teacher, the teacher can add comments. There's a little comment tool here, and they can say, use full word information. So they can give me revision notes as a teacher on particular areas, so that if there are grammatical mistakes, spelling errors, or just formatting issues, they can do that. You could also, once these comments have started, once it's been rectified, you can click resolve and that comment disappears. It's a really powerful way of getting feedback from your teacher as you work, but also it's just much more convenient than printing a document, giving that document physically to a teacher, the teacher then writing all over that document, you then taking that document back to your computer where you were working and then going again. It just makes it so much more seamless. So I'm going to wrap it up there. We've just had a quick look at using Google Drive and using Docs within Google Drive to be able to access a document real time and also share it with somebody else within the school.